Everybody knows that the world is changing. In fact, everybody knows it's changing really, really fast. The problem is that it's not very easy to understand or get a handle on what is driving the change and what do you do about it. And so we have all these vulnerabilities that are going on today in the business world that are driven by these profound changes, but it's really hard to understand what are the full dynamics that are causing the problems. And another thing that we have a hard time getting a handle on and accepting is the distribution of pain that comes along with that kind of dynamic change that's going on out there. Because a lot of people lose their entire careers and jobs that they've invested in for a couple of decades. And that becomes a part of that process. And it's very hard, just as a citizen of the country, to sit by and watch that happening. And it seems like we should do something about that. What is the something that we should do? And it's not very easy to get a handle on that. It's particularly problematic for legacy companies in America because legacy companies grew up in the 50s when America was the entire world economy. We were it. There was no South America. Europe and Japan were destroyed by war. Nothing had emerged in Asia yet. America was the world economy. And we built businesses during that period of time. And I have to tell you, we built them in kind of a fat and sassy way. And now we're on a global stage and we can't quite grasp what in the world this is all about. But one of the things it's about is we're no longer we're a participant in it. So what I'd like to do today is to assist in not in details, but in helping get to a broad brush understanding, a big picture understanding of what's going on out there. One of the fundamental things that people misunderstand is there's one very dynamic force that's operating, and it explains almost everything, and that is the extent to which self-responsibility is sweeping across the planet. And that's a head-scratcher. What the heck is he talking about? Well, when you spread capitalism and when you spread democracy, what you're spreading is individual and personal freedom, the result of which is to let an individual person take care of their own life. And when you turn that loose, you're turning loose the most dynamic force in the world for good. Because what happens is that if a person is removed from fate and being trapped, and they're moved to possibility and being free, they start playing very aggressively in the world of possibility. And out of that, all kinds of dynamic things begin to happen.